I hung out with Bill at the Metallica show with Jim Norton.
And him waiting to get a picture was longer than the concert.
It became a legendary night. I finally saw firsthand what Jim goes through to get these celebrity photos. He turns into a little kid, and he doesn't realize he's kind of famous, and that if he just would kind of get a little aggressive, we could have been out of there within 5 minutes. Instead, he sat there like
an 8th grader.
Like an 8th grader, right.
At his first concert.
And then you and I were making fun of him. He's like, dude, you're going to blow it for me. You're going to blow it. Relax. They throw people out like you guys. Calm down.
Yeah, he had a whole
I'm like, what are we doing? Relax. You relax. No, you relax.
They just played a long show. They're really tired. I'm just going to stand here.
Yeah, I'm just going to stand here for hours. And then, remember he had his hooded sweatshirt on, and am I exaggerating when I say every 5 minutes, maybe even less, he kept checking the camera to make sure.
Kept resetting it.
Kept resetting it. Because he had,
crazy.
I guess he had the lens perfect or whatever, so yeah, he had to keep setting it.
He's insane.
Absolutely insane with the celebrity photos. What's up?
Instant feedback, insane. Most instant feedback we've ever gotten for a song ever. But first, I gotta read from Severed Limb in New York City. Funeral parlor? What year is this? 1947?
I said flashbulbs. You said
funeral parlor. The parlor. I know. What do I know?
She was in the parlor. She looked gorgeous.
The parlor. She looked so natural. Ugh. And then I'm just reading feedback after feedback of Drew Boogie. Didn't they used to call it the parlor on the Munsters? Where Herman Munster worked. Lily, I'm going down to the parlor. The parlor. Yeah, well, I don't know. What do they call them now? A funeral home?
Home, I guess.
Is it a home?
That's what it says on all the signs.
The parlor.
We were just more focused on what they did with the toe. I
wasn't really concentrating on what the hell they call the joint.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoa, here we go. More Drew. Get him on the payroll. Absolutely the best Drew Boogie remix ever. That rocks. Stalker Patty is getting me hot in the song. This tune, dare I say, incredible, catchy. Probably the best fan-made song ever. Stalker Patty song, great. New Drew Boogie, funny as hell. But my cock has vanished into my body like a turtle head.
It's very catchy, though.
Oh, my God, this song is funny. Just got hushed by my manager for laughing real loud while I was listening with my headphones on. And Drew Boogie rocks. Stalker Patty song, unbelievable.
You know,
flawless, if you ask me.
Drew Boogie in studio. What's up, Drew?
I didn't work out like I thought it would.
Why?
I thought they would hate it. I thought it would be so anti-hot that it would be a song that would torture the listeners. You know, something that you would annoy them with, like the banana song.
You know what it is? It's so
really
catchy. It's like
a
real song. That chorus part is really good.
When she goes, that's what they call me.
Yeah. That's what they call me. Maybe. That awful voice of hers. That's what they call me.
Hey, Drew, a week from today is our last live show before vacation. You want to spin live in studio again?
I'll bring the stuff in, yeah.
All right. Drew Boogie will spin live in studio a week from today. See how we just developed a show as we do a show?
That's it. That's the beauty.
Yeah. A week from today, well, it's the goof-off show. We're known for the goof-off show just before vacation because we can't even be bothered anymore. At that point, we know we've just given them a lot of great radio. We just want to get out of there and on vacation.
We give up.
So it'll be a lot of fun a week from today. All right. Anthony, more highlights from yesterday's live broadcast. I got the Sexits girl.
The crowd was just brutal.
Sexits, SEXITS.com, I guess.
That had to be at least 15 minutes her trying to tell that story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The funniest part about it was when she would turn around, and because the crowd was so bad, she'd turn and look at us like, could you shut these people up? Like we have a shot at shutting those animals up. Like we could do anything to keep them from yelling at her.
Animals.
Before I go to this clip, someone's on the line here. Chris. I think he's the guy that pissed himself. Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
All right.
Wow, you don't even sound like the same guy.
How's your girlfriend, man?
I don't know. I'm just looking for my ID. I think someone took it yesterday. Like
yeah, you couldn't possibly have lost it in your drunken stupor, right? Somebody took it.
Absolutely. Someone maliciously stole it from me.
Stole your ID.
How you feeling today?
I'm a little sticky.
Did you shower?
Oh, no. I just woke up. I get a shower in a few minutes.
He slept in his own urine.
Did you go home with your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's downstairs.
She was pretty pissed at you.
Oh, yeah, she was furious.
Yeah, she did not like you at all.
No.
And while you were passed out, everyone While you were passed out, everyone was trying to pick her up, by the way.
Yep.
I mean, everybody. You got a good-looking girlfriend, a blonde there, and you're passed out on the table, so everyone's like, ah!
That's a great situation to be in. Piss off your girlfriend really bad, pass out drunk in a bar full of drunken animals with a girlfriend who's also drinking. That just has my girlfriend's getting fucked by someone else written all over it.
Exactly.
Well, the best thing is we're going to Mexico tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's just what a great thing to do right before we leave together for a week.
Yeah, well, you'll patch it up while you're in Mexico. I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
You got any room on your trip? Because I need a place to go on vacation.
Yeah, come along. You could probably take her.
Have sex with his girlfriend.
And then you threw your, urine-stained, wet underwear at Steve. Are you nuts?
I was really drunk.
Really? You think? Wait till you see the video later this weekend.
Oh, my God.
The guy actually started drinking at about 5:30.
Yeah, on the train on the way there.
About 5:30 on the train. He was drinking Rumplemans all day. Well, all morning. And then you just... did you think you would be able to pace yourself? Are you insane? Drinking Rumplemans at 5:30, you thought, I could last. I could last a while.
Has any regret seeped in yet?
Well, the fact that I missed half the show.
Yeah, that's true. I would regret that.
But I did get a MiFi.
Yes, you
which
did.
was my goal.
Yes, you did.
Henchman from Brooklyn came up with a name for you, and I think it's a fine name. You are now known as Chris Piss.
Nice.
What a stroke of luck. His name rhymes with piss.
But that's great. Every live appearance we do, we could bring you up on stage and go, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Piss.
Chris Piss.
They're going to lose their minds.
And you can wet yourself.
They're going to have all little discussions about you, like, that's the guy they
I remember
talked about
him.
to Pete his pants for a MiFi.
I'm a legend.
You are a legend.
You're a legend.
Nice.
All right, Chris.
All right, bros. Punching out.
All right, bye.
Enjoy.
Drew Boogie, someone wants to know if you have a website.
No, I do not. I have nothing.
You really need a website.
A website.
Throw some of this stuff on there, a little advertising, and you'll do all right. Make a few nickels.
Yeah.
A few nickels. Stalker Patty's online just to comment that she loves her new song. Stalker Patty.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good. You heard the song?
Yes, I did. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. It was so not me. It was so that funny.
Well, it's you saying all those words, Patty.
I know. That was from me reading the magazine and little things, I may have said that got patched together.
What
Drew
a
was very
sexy
clever.
voice she has.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that just the hottest, sexiest female voice? Blah, 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 blah. Are you working today?
Yes, I am. I'm getting ready to go into work now.
Did you have fun yesterday?
Yeah, I had a great time. I got to speak to a lot of people. I love being around a lot of people. I miss that.
You're around a lot of people every day when you're handing out chocolate.
Yeah,
Work at
but
a mall.
not like having a good time and having fun or being out. I'm always, entertaining myself by myself, going to places everywhere by myself.
Any possible dates?
What?
Any possible dates?
No, not that I know of.
None of these guys came up to you and said, Patty, I kind of have something for you.
Probably only in my dreams right now.
In her dreams.
All right, none of those guys approaching you saying, let's go out sometime, huh?
No, but it was fun to talk to everybody.
I'm surprised no one actually comes up to Patty and asks her to go out. That
would be nice,
I'm not talking, some of the sane people that go to our events, but, some of the real freak guys.
Well, like the guy that does surgery on himself. That would be a nice...
why didn't he go, Patty? If one of our listeners came up and nicely asked you to go out to dinner one night, would you go?
Well, I would have to get to know the person. I would chat with them.
You get to know them at dinner.
You can't be
make sure
picky
it's
at this
the same
point, sweetie.
person I'm going
50
with,
years
yeah,
old,
I'd go.
and she's a virgin, and she's being
Patty,
this picky.
Do you understand every person probably listening to this show right now goes through that stage in their life where they just don't get to know anyone and they just bang people? You never went through the banging stage.
Yeah, and playing hard to get kind of ends at about, 24.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It starts
becomes really annoying and not worth the effort.
For a lot of people, it starts in high school and then maybe college, and that's that period where you're not getting to know anyone. You're drinking and then seeing something that looks good, and you
Yeah,
know.
well, I wasn't allowed to date in high school, and in college I was in the fellowship, so it was a little difficult.
You were in the what?
The fellowship.
Of the ring?
Yeah. Oh,
Little
can you
hobbit?
excuse me just a second? I just gotta leave my phone for 1 second.
Yeah, to turn down your
my
radio.
radio's on too loud. I can hear it. Hold on.
Of course it is.
Of course it is, Stalker Patty.
What a dope.
As she walks to the radio, she'll hear this.
Still
Kill
blaming
yourself.
I'm back. I
You're blaming. You're right. She's still blaming high school. I wasn't allowed, and then I was in the fellowship.
Yes.
Patty, do you realize if you do not get aggressive, you're going to be alone for the rest of your natural life?
I think she figured that out like 20 years ago.
You gotta stop playing the victim.
My shyness.
Shyness. You took your top off and crawled around on the floor in front of hundreds of people in a Krusty the Clown mask.
Yeah, we want to know.
How shy is that?
We want to know more about the fellowship.
Yeah, what's the fellowship?
Oh, it was the Christian fellowship, you know, the people I was involved with in college.
Teaching you about your awful, dirty vagina that you ought to keep covered at all times, right?
Well, you know, I remember one time I came to church in shorts because it was 98 degrees, and it was like one of those churches in the village, you know. And I thought everyone was kind of cool. The lady gave me a skirt and told me to put it on because I would be disturbing the brothers in the fellowship.
Why? Because boys wear shorts and only girls wear
I don't know.
skirts?
They didn't want me to show my legs.
They didn't want you. What? Doesn't a skirt show your legs?
Yeah, but it was a long skirt, like a maxi skirt.
Ugh.
She's
Makes everything sound sexy. A
I
maxi skirt in the fellowship.
Yeah, I was offended, though. I never went back there again because I thought it was ridiculous.
Patty, tell everybody, after you were abandoned as a small baby in a diner, tell everybody where they sent you.
Where? To New York Foundling.
The New York Foundling. What? She was one of the little rascals.
This is so sad.
Did we go back into a time machine? We're talking about flashbulbs today. We're talking about
funeral parlors,
the
New York Foundling,
and the fellowship.
and the fellowship.
It's 1935 today on
Down
the
near
program.
Ellis Island, they had the Foundry. And we saw the Statue of Liberty.
When the ship came through and we all saw the statue, it was a wonderful time for us. I was in quarantine with the smallpox for a while. Patty.
The Foundling
We
Society.
were abused daily, but it was better than the homeland.
A lot of the men I met were sent to Boys Town. She's like from the 30s.
What is the Foundling again? That's
At
what
the New York Foundling Hospital. That's the actual name of the place.
And is that they can dedicate an entire hospital to children they find?
Yeah, they have a department, a foster care, an adoption department.
Yeah. You didn't make it out of the adoption department, I noticed, huh?
No, I was raised by 60-year-olds. They, you know, probably considered too old to adopt or something.
So they just threw you in these
took the
various
kid.
foster homes?
That's why she talks the way she does. You know, she talked like this when she was 8.
Yeah.
Her parents were 60-year-olds.
Patty was...
Let's go catch the early bird special down at the diner. What am I, made of money? There's old Patty. Give me my reading glasses. I can't see, goddammit.
Oh, wow. So, all right, you're sent to the Foundling Society, whatever, and then a lot of the babies are adopted eventually, right?
Yeah, a lot of us that are older.
God,
I was
you know
an
what?
older child. I was 16 months
Stalker
old.
Patty was the one puppy that's left over at the pet shop.
Yeah. 16 months and you were the old baby?
Well, yeah, after 1 year old, you're old. You're too old for adoption.
So they don't want you. They don't want
baby.
someone else's problem. They want little babies.
Yeah, they want the fresh puppies that come in.
Right,
Yeah.
the little cute ones that are...
Right.
They got
They
the
have
little triangle ears hanging from the side of their head.
And the other puppies go out the back door and thrown in the back of a pickup truck.
The big ones that are sitting there with the big loads of crap in their cage. You don't want that because you know it's going to end up on your rug.
Those puppies were special in their little cage for about a week or two.
Yeah.
You know, they blow dry their hair, make them all nice. They have ribbons around them and stuff.
Put them in the front of the window so people can actually see as they walk by and walk in.
And those puppies only have 2 or 3 weeks shelf life.
Yep.
And if you're not convincing your future owner that you're the one, now you're being shipped out the back door.
With the old couples.
Just thrown in a pickup truck, and God knows what they do with them.
Once you're the big puppy,
Yeah.
it's over.
It's over, Johnny.
Over. They don't want you. And they didn't want you, Patty. So you just kind of went from foster parents to foster parents, old people.
Yeah, it was a lot of older people. The last home I was in for years. I was like almost 2 years old, and I stayed there till I was 18.
From 2 years to 18, you were with one...
Yeah, from 2, and then before I was
they must
2,
have been
I was
something.
with several. It was in several hands.
They must have been something. 2 years to 18 years. So they pretty much formed you as a human being.
Yeah, well, they were in their 60s. They were elderly.
Elderly in
and
their
my
60s.
record was a Victrola. You know, the car was a machine or carriage.
Oh, my
They
God.
used to call...
The refrigerator was an ice box. That's what they said. Yeah, they used to
come on,
that way all
people.
the
These
time.
people are old. She sounds like she's doing stand-up.
Right.
I got to tell
How
you.
old were
The
they?
refrigerator was an icebox, for Christ's sake. Is this thing on? What's going on?
I tell you, they were old. Hey,
I got to tell you, I come out of the Foundling Center, Hey, we went to the icebox. I got to tell you, they took me to school in the carriage, huh? Stalker Rodney. They were old, let me tell you.
I need my
Oh,
laugh
my
track.
God.
I need a laugh track for this type of.
You
radio.
were raised with a very old couple, is what you're saying.
Did they teach you about sex, Patty?
Actually, it was only about a month before I actually got my first thing.
Your first what thing? Your first period?
Yeah, only a month before. And
How old were you? How old were you when you got your first one?
Oh, like a 14.
14. So little Patty is ready to get it, and your foster parents
Before
decided.
that, I had no idea what it was.
All right, hold on. And your parents have to be in their 70s at this point.
Oh, yeah, pushing that. Well, one of them died at 69. The other one lived till his 80s.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Died at 69.
Yeah.
And now
pressure.
you were still living in the house when she died?
Actually, at that time I was in the college and
the fellowship.
I was 20
I was in the
years old.
college.
The college.
Doing the studying.
In the college.
Yeah, it was only in college that I started to really come out a little bit, being around other people on the floor and stuff.
Right,
They used
right.
to tell me, Patty, this is wrong. Fight for your rights. Get away from them.
You got to fight for your right to party.
That's funny, because by then it was probably the 60s, and that's the flower power people talking.
Yeah.
And she's still back in the 40s talking.
She's way
You gotta
back.
fight for your rights, man. Summer of love. But I have to go to the college.
I gotta go to the college. I can't believe there's Japs and Krauts here at the college.
So you were hanging out with like a 70-year-old mom when you were a teenager.
Yeah, and I couldn't talk about anything with her. Everything was bad.
Everything was bad. Yeah. So when you talk about sex, you didn't probably even bring up the subject of
You
sex.
didn't say the word, or your head was off your shoulders.
Patty, how did they tell you about sex right before you got your period?
Oh, you're going to get pain in your stomach, and you're going to get sick, and this and that, whatever. And then I remember when I got the worst awful cramps, and I really was sick, So
But did they tell you what it was all about and why you were...
That was what it was all about, getting sick.
No,
I really was sick every time I had it.
Patty, did they tell you that you were, expelling an egg, and did they give you the whole thing of what it was?
I don't even think they understood what it was. A lot of people that age in that time, born during the time that they were born,
Yeah,
really
the
didn't know what was
1800s.
going on inside them.
Well,
The gay 90s.
Did you?
Gay 90s, right?
Did you take you out to get your first pad?
Yeah, I had to wear those, yeah. And then
With the
they
belt,
had
right? I think I remember this
friend bring
conversation.
them to the house.
What's that?
They had a younger friend that was in her 30s bring them over to the house.
No, that was
They
her.
actually had to get somebody else to bring them?
That was her great grandkid.
Did they have any of their own? Did they have any of their own children?
Who was a shoe cobbler?
No, they never did. They said they couldn't have them. The only one they adopted was an older brother I'm no longer in contact with.
Oh, did he touch you?
No, he used to pick me up and throw me across the room on the bed if I annoyed him.
Yeah,
That was
probably
about
happened
it.
a
Or
lot.
pick me up and put me on a high dresser and leave me there.
Has anything positive...
Wait, you hear that?
That's a great gag. When Patty would annoy the brother, he would put her up on a high dresser and leave her there.
Yeah, I'd be whining and everything. Get me down, get me down. I was so tiny.
I was so tiny. Wow, that is some
I was
life.
5 years old and a 3-year-old's height.
You were a 3-year-old's height at 5?
Oh, yeah, I was the smallest in the class, always.
So you're a little tiny thing. Are there any pictures of you as a baby, as a kid?
Nothing under the age of 2. Not one thing.
I don't mean that. I mean, like, are there pictures of you at, 10 or 14 or something?
Yeah, I do have a lot of photos of myself.
Patty,
I have to dig them up, but I got them.
If you could bring us some of those, we would love to look at them, scan them, and put them up on the website.
Sure, I will. Yeah, I'll grab.
I want to see
I'll
what
just
you
go
look
looking
like back
through
then.
my box in my closet.
She
When she
never
was in the-
disappoints.
Did anything happy ever happen? Anything positive?
Yeah, Patty, any happy memories from back then?
Did you have a fly, a kite?
Well, I don't know. I think I was happier being out of the house than in the house, you know. If I was out with my friends playing, I was happy and carefree. But when I came inside, it was like,
happy
you know.
And gay. Yeah.
Like a museum, I guess. You had to be, you know, couldn't touch anything and stuff like that.
Wow, it's like
I wasn't allowed to turn the TV on and stuff unless they did it.
Being
you know?
over your old grandma's house or something all the time.
Mothballs.
Mothballs and plastic on the furniture. And,
awful food.
Yeah, horrible old people food. The horrible old people
actually,
smell.
She could cook. That was the one positive thing. She was a great cook.
How would you know?
God.
You have nothing to base it on.
Yeah. Patty, what, did you ever have fun with your mom?
Compare it to.
Not really, no. I couldn't even be in Girl Scouts because she was too old to take part. Didn't feel like it, so the school wouldn't allow me to be in it.
The school, why? Because your adopted whatever mother was too old?
Right, well, because she couldn't take part in everything, and she had to commit herself twice a month to be part of be a den mother. And
is that the deal? If you join the Girl Scouts, your mom has to be a den mother a couple of times a month?
And I remember trying to go to the meetings and beg. I was like 8, 9 years old. I really wanted to be a brownie, wanted to be a Girl Scout. I was prevented because it was a rule. Your parents had to participate no matter what.
Oh,
so I couldn't
an old
do it.
graham cracker hip couldn't participate, huh?
No. I remember one time we had a class trip to Daytop Village. They said there's going to be people in the trees jumping down at you. I was forbidden to go. I had to stay home.
Daytop Village.
And it would have been a learning experience.
What the fuck? Wait, Patty.
What's the Daytop
She just says
Village?
these things like it's nothing. Yeah. Daytop Village, where people are jumping out of trees on top of her.
Well,
I'm sure our listeners can have a bunch of jokes there for that.
My father used to tell me you're not to go to an amusement park with a guy. You'll go in a tunnel. Next thing you know, you'll have a baby. And I kept asking him, but what happened between the time I went in and when I had the baby? And he wouldn't answer me.
Oh, you go into one of a tunnel of love or something, and you come out and you're going to have a baby.
But what was going on that I had this baby? Where did it come from?
And they wouldn't tell you.
He would walk away or yell at me.
I think it was a metaphor. You're speaking in metaphors.
The tunnel.
Love tunnel.
Right.
Like
you go in and out and in and out and in and out of the tunnel, and then you get hit with some stuff. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I had this vision. I'm going in the tunnel with the guy, and I'm coming out, and we have a baby in our arms. So I'm like, but how did this happen?
When did you finally learn about
good
sex?
question. Yeah, Patty, when did you finally find out exactly how this all works?
Oh, when I lived in the dorms, and friends I know gave me books and things, and I used to read them, like from the library and stuff, you know.
What were some of the titles?
In the year of high school, when I used to go to the library and find things and bring them home, but I had to hide them.
Of course you did.
What were some of the titles? Do you remember?
One of them was Becoming a Woman or something like that. I don't remember. It was too long ago.
I'm sure it was real
there
sexy.
were those types of books in the library section with the librarian herself helping me, which confused me because she was kind of old, and she showed me those books herself. So I guess it must have been just them, and maybe not an old people's thing in general.
I guess my teacher, Mrs. Crabtree, she took me and Chubsy Ubsy to the library. Alfalfa used to make fun of us.
All right. Well, Patty.
Patty, your life deserves a book and a movie.
It's like Angela's Ashes. You ever read that book? You just like, is it ever going to get better?
It just never gets better with her.
People just keep dying.
We've known Patty for over 5 years now.
Yeah, at least.
And everything new she tells us is just another sad story. Are you happy now, Patty, in your life?
Yeah, I'm much happier now.
You're a happy woman now?
Yeah, I feel a lot freer.
What do you think would complete yourself to make you the happiest you could be? Is it a relationship?
Cock.
You mean somebody that I care about and want to be with for the rest of my life? That would make me very, very happy.
Well, as we were saying before this whole conversation got started, you got to loosen up a little more. And if somebody asks you out, you got to go with them, maybe to a restaurant and have some dinner. And not worry so much about getting to know them before you go out. You get to know people at dinner. That's what the dating is for.
Oh, no, my point is I want to make sure it's not with a nut that's going to hurt me or
something.
it's
going to be one of our listeners, so you got to kind of put that away. It's going to be
hurt
a nut.
you in a good way.
Yeah. Jimmy, have you been listening to this?
Yeah, and it was it's much easier to hear on hold. Like I can hear you guys loud and clear on hold. And then once we come through, it's very, very hard.
Yeah, that figures.
So it's only on that translation, but you can hear when you're on hold.
I bet you it's the same problem where, the audio drops in half when we, push different buttons on the board here. I wonder if the same thing's going on with the phone system, Anthony.
But I did hear enough to realize that this conversation is making me nauseous. Old copper panties. I don't need that.
Old copper panties.
All right, Patty, I think we're going to let you go and talk to Jimmy here.
Okay.
Patty, get me some chocolate-covered cherries.
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank
I'll take
you.
up those photos, too.
That works like a diva.
And truffles.
Okay.
Yeah, the truffles are really good. She's our chocolate connection.
Yeah, my mom loves the truffles.
We'll pay you for them, Patty.
Yeah, we'll pay you.
And for Christ's sake, join the Fellowship of the Penis.
Hey, Patty?
Yes?
Could you bring me one of your pulpy tampons dipped in chocolate?
No, I don't know, Jimmy, if that's possible. Everything else is possible, but I don't know about that.
The Fellowship. Then I went on to the Two Towers.
Right.
All right, I got to get ready for work now.
The Foundling Society.
Foundlings.
The Fellowship. What?
Great.
Okay, so have a good day, guys.
Well, just hang out, Patty.
Bye, Patty.
Bye.
There she goes. All right, we're on the phone with Jimmy Norton.
Yes.
How was your flight, Jimmy?
Jimmy, I got to ask you, I looked at the weather yesterday, and it was right after the show. You had to leave right away to get to the airport. I looked at the map, and all I saw in Florida was horrific thunderstorms, and all I could think of was poor little Jimmy. How did it go?
It was, well, the flight was late because our plane came in from England, so we were probably an hour delayed.
Lucky for you.
It was definitely turbulent. What's that?
Lucky for you.
Well, it was very turbulent. I mean, I actually had to recline all the way in my sleeper seat to try to enjoy the flight.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah, it was very, there was no food served on the plane, so the flight kind of blew. Very small crowd because the date was supposed to be tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, but I didn't want to miss today and Monday with you guys, so I switched it to last night. So a lot of people didn't even know I was there.
So it's our fault that
No, not at all. Please, it was
So
fine.
you're blaming us and the show.
No, it was the lack. That's what I'm telling
crowd.
myself to keep from putting a bullet in my head. Realize I only bring 50 people in.
It'll be better tonight. It's Friday.
I hope so. I really can't hear you guys. This is very frustrating.
Well, we're just kind of recapping yesterday's program. I mean, it was just an unbelievable time.
What happened after I left? I mean, I'm sure that there was more hanging. Any chicks flashing?
No.
No, everyone was very uptight about the boobies being shown in a bar with liquor being served. I don't know what's going on.
And we discussed how uptight you were, and how you were the voice of reason yesterday.
Dude, look, all I know is this: I've seen this thing go down the toilet before. I've seen what happens after it. I don't want it to happen again.
That's true. I agree with Jimmy. And when it came down to the knife, the guy that wanted to swallow the knife, I agreed with Jimmy. There was no way that should have happened, and it didn't.
But we needed to explore that a little bit more.
No, we didn't.
Sure.
No, we didn't.
No, we
I wanted
didn't.
the guy to kind of like just tease it a little bit, just to see how it might have looked.
Didn't even want to tease because he'd have dropped that thing right down his throat. And today we'd have been talking to Bob about how after the criminal trial is over, if we're acquitted, we might be able to get a job somewhere. It absolutely would have been happening today.
What about the guy drinking the urine, Jimmy?
The only way that would have worked is if somebody went in the other room and whizzed and nobody actually saw it come out of the body into a cup. Then it could have been, quote-unquote, apple juice. But you never could have pulled that off with a guy just pissing into a cup. And believe me, there's nothing I wanted to see more than that fat man swallow that knife and just drop dead on the stage.
Well, that would have been fun.
Nothing would have made me happier.
Now, Jimmy, I noticed Ben was freaking out at the guy that wanted to just urinate in his pants for the MiFi. And I was all for that. That was one thing I wanted to see go down. Opie did, too. I really didn't get a feel about how you felt about that.
When Ben was panicking, I started panicking. I'd become Kenny conservative with anything that involves
Nelly nervous.
It's probably too much, but it just seems like every time that we've had problems, it's been with something like that because our judgment tends to be go with the moment. And
I understand, but you know something? I run everything through my head before it happens. The knife thing, I saw the horrors of that. Playing out in front of me. The peeing in the pants, I saw nothing that could have happened in that situation that could have hurt the show, so I figured let it rip. And then I saw old shaky Jim sitting there, stop it!
I really wasn't.
Get him off the stage! Ben is freaking out! So much Steve! No, and the owner, and the Hard Rock, and you all of a sudden were just like losing your mind.
Dude, look. First of all, I saw old Jack Torrance's hair was out of his mind. I started to get really nervous. And I just, look, anything that's going to screw the show up, I just want us to do the show in a fucking cocoon where nobody comes in and we just talk and it's fun and we have friends in and nobody gets naked so we don't get kicked off the air again. I'm paranoid.
There's a gray area, though.
Yeah,
you're
right. I know. That's what Ant and I discussed this morning. We're getting a little wimpy because no one was flashing at the event. You're allowed to flash in a bar whether they're serving alcohol or not.
Your old Sid's safe.
Yeah, because
I know. I agree. I've gotten a little bit nervous, but look, no one thought we'd be off the air for 26 months. So if I'm Pete Panic for a little while, you guys got to be fucking, earnest understanding.
We saw that going down though, and I saw no problem with the guy peeing himself.
I'm glad you did it.
I think the heart. You know what that is? Like the guy with the knife could have gotten us in trouble legally. We could have been sued or arrested if something went wrong, and then definitely lost our job. I guess only the Hard Rock had a problem with the guy weeing because I think they were a little confused and thought he was going to piss on the stage or something. We knew exactly what was going to happen, so you let it play out like that.
Well,
Jimmy
they are
a
food establishment, and if we announced, look, there's going to be a man urinating on the stage in your food establishment. I mean, understandably.
Yeah, but we knew his pants were going to soak it up. You got to piss like a thoroughbred in order for it to come out of the cuff of your pants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of material to soak that up.
And then you got the sock that'll soak that up a bit. You got
to soak all that up.
I had enough confidence to know that no urine was going to hit the stage.
Right.
Were the Sexits people annoyed, or were they fine?
We were going to play the audio of her on stage because we're playing some of the classic moments from yesterday's show. We started this break talking about that. We'll get to it after the break. But I guess they signed up for more advertising.
Well, they got a long commercial yesterday. We talked about it for a while.
They loved the show, and they get it. So they went right to Will, who's our sales guy now. Will from WYSP.
Oh, yeah.
He quit a great job at WYSP because he believes in the Opie and Anthony show so much.
Right.
And, supposedly the gang from Sexits went right up to him and said, where do I sign up for more?
If they would have just gotten a 60-second live read from us that went nowhere and just, we did it at that event, it wouldn't have really had an impact. But with the crowd just yelling at that broad up on the stage and not letting the guy get a word in edgewise and them turning around all nervously looking at us, it was great. It was great for them.
Well, the thing is, even though it probably didn't go the way they had scripted it out, these rapists in the audience, just a bunch of fat guys with beer and little half hard-ons, are the type of guys that are going to go onto this website and jerk off for hours.
Exactly, it's their audience. They want those people. Bunch of racists.
But
it really was a racist show yesterday.
Oh my God, they were just awful.
They were animals yesterday.
I was dying.
The best.
Horrible.
The best part though was when we auctioned off Earl. That audio's coming up after the break too.
Oh.
But see, that was funny and clever. I mean,
that was funny.
Some of these guys just going over the top with the N-word.
Way over the top.
Where it didn't even make sense. It wasn't even like the joke was dependent on it. It was just for the sake of being
No, it was just for the sake of being vicious.
If there's a joke there, fine, but, just to be a dick, you don't need to use it.
And then looking up at us, trying to get that approval.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God damn, dude.
Well, and again, as far as shock value is concerned, I mean, this show has set a really bad precedent. It's not like they've learned that shock value works very well here.
They sure have.
Go for the balloon knot. I mean, no one forgets that audio.
We're gonna do more of these live broadcasts, Jimmy. Ant and I were talking before the show. When did we agree to do a live show in front of our fans? We haven't done one of those in probably 4 or 5 years.
Because they had been disasters in the past.
We gave up on that. We either did road shows or, live broadcasts from things that didn't really involve the fans that much. But this one was an all-out, performing right in front of the fans yesterday.
I didn't realize it would be that either. And I think it was, considering that Joe had his gig and Steven couldn't get out of his gig, it was great that Billy came by and Bob came by. That really helped out, man, because that could have been like a nightmare. And it turned out to be a great, great gig.
And everyone said the show sounded really, really good, so we're going to continue doing these live broadcasts. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, we got to hit Boston, Cleveland, let's hit some other places.
Well,
we can't leave well enough alone. We have to do it until we screw up and go, we're never doing these again. This sucks.
Until somebody miscarries on the dance floor, then we'll kind of just let's go on to something else.
The next one's going to be April 11th. We need the listeners to spread the virus on this and help us out because we're not going to be able to promote it too well because we're going on vacation. But April 11th, we're going to do the show from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. East Coast time. We're changing the time of the show because everyone's getting, they're getting ready for opening day. It's the Yankees and the Sox up there. And the broadcast is going to be at Bill's Bar in Boston. That's on Lansdowne Street.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
April 11th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And I got to, I was supposed to be in Boston that weekend, 8th and 9th. But because of this pilot shoot, I've had to move my Boston Comedy Connection date to April 29th, 30. Your tickets will obviously be honored. But that's the new date for Boston, April 29-30, not April 8-9. So I was supposed to be up there, but I'll just come up there with you guys probably on the Sunday morning.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, and again, man, I can't hear you at all, so.
Yeah, well, that's going to all be fixed when we come back from vacation.
All right, good.
That's why we're not bitching about it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm just letting you know that the listeners aren't jerking you off when they say that. It really is. It does just drop off really bad.
All right, well.
I'm going to sit here. When we get back, I'm going to be all tanned from my 10-day Caribbean cruise. They have heat lamps in the casinos on those ships. That's the only way I'm getting it.
Jimmy, I'm going to...
The old tan taking calls that can hear us. Perfect.
Jim, well, I'm following you around on vacation because I got shut out yesterday.
What do you mean?
I was trying to book a trip last minute. I'm such an idiot, and everything's booked. Everything. I wanted to go down to Atlantis, and I can't get a room down there at all.
What am I doing? Am I doing anything for the vacation? I think I'm just doing L.A., so come out to L.A.
I might have to just go out to L.A.
Oh, you can hang out with Bob.
Oh, yeah,
Super
great.
Agent Bob Eatman.
I just wanted to be on a beach and do nothing for a week to 10 days. And
Greg Brady.
And I'm getting screwed.
Dice. You could hang out with a bunch of people out there.
Yeah, well, just, it'd be cool. We'll split the room cost, 2 men, just, big bed. We'll laugh about it.
2 men hanging out in the room.
Easy.
Renting some movies.
Easy.
Hey, listen, Monday morning, make sure you wear your Ozzy shirts.
All right. Allegedly,
I'm
supposedly, Ozzy Osbourne is supposed to be in here Monday.
Yeah, the Monday show is going to be a disaster when Jim realizes that Ozzy blew us off.
He won't blow us off.
The tirade that Jimmy will have will be legendary.
He won't blow us off.
I guarantee. Well, I shouldn't say that because I don't want to jinx it.
No, I don't think he will.
Let's just put it this way: if Ozzy doesn't show up, you just listen to Jimmy on Monday.
My God.
You're just going to hear the sound of a 36-year-old out-of-shape man just crying. I won't even be mad. I'll just kind of weep and just realize that that's the way it's got to go for me. It'll really hurt.
And then we hit the road and we do 2 shows from Washington, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, to D.C.
So.
How many pictures do you think you're going to take with Ozzy?
Oh, I hope somebody films it for a few minutes. I'll probably just take 1 or 2. I want to get him to sign the picture of me and him. And I might bring in the newspaper article that, like, his picture was next to mine and try to get that signed from when I was 13.
When you played...
Asteroids
and set some kind of a record as a cute little kid?
Boy, am I setting myself up for a disastrous disappointment on Monday.
You really are. You're going to be bringing in all this memorabilia to have signed. He's so psyched, and Ozzy just won't show.
Yeah, he might not. But if he doesn't, fuck it. I'll just go down to D.C. and console myself with a tranny.
Any luck in West Palm?
No, of course not. No. Not at all. Nothing even close.
No. All right.
Hey, listen, man. Take care, guys.
Billy, really fast, and this isn't a bit. The topless broad coming in for the news.
When is she coming?
I don't know. You set this up.
No, it was through Ben. She contacted Ben, and she had to cancel that one day. So I'm hoping she comes in early this week sometime. But she can't. Maybe she'll come in Monday, or maybe the week we get back from vacation. I
heard she was supposed to come in today.
Oh, I didn't know that. No one told me anything.
Ben? No? Yes? I don't know. Oh, now you don't know? Ben doesn't know. All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, guys. Billy, take it easy, man.
All right, take it easy, Jim.
All right, see you.
Fast Freddy is saying that Spaulding from Caddyshack used to tend bar at Bill's Bar. Is that true? Ben would know.
John Barman, yeah.
He used to?
He's
or does he still?
He's a Boston guy. He's always around town in Boston.
What a great...
Spaulding, yeah.
I would love to meet
John.
That guy.
Wait, you know Spaulding?
Yeah, I know Spaulding.
Spaulding.
He looks exactly the same.
You know Spaulding?
I know Spaulding. He's been a bartender in Boston forever. Yeah.
How cool is that?
John Barman. Everyone in Boston knows it, yeah.
Are you kidding?
No. Well, I'll see if I can get him to show up.
Spaulding. And I want a hamburger, and I want a hot dog.
Wait,
nothing like it.
All right, hold on a minute. You're going to see if you can get Spaulding? Anthony and I would lose our minds to hang out with Spaulding.
That's like Ozzy showing up for Jim.
All right, yeah, we'll get
Spaulding. Spaulding from Caddyshack showing up.
Spaulding to show up. He's I think he does catering now or something.
Are you kidding?
No.
How did I not know?
Dude, I'd rather be.
You didn't even know that?
He's a bartender up in Boston?
He was. I think now he owns a catering business or something.
I'd rather...
Dude, people used to leave drinks with cigarette butts in it on the bar and go, come on, drink it.
People would tease him all the time.
Throw up in my Porsche.
I would rather talk to Spaulding than Ozzy.
Of course.
I'm not even kidding.
Spaulding.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
That would go back to the one famous...
You're playing golf today.
Remember the one famous drunken night where we hung out with the Hanson brothers?
Yeah.
From Slapshot?
Slapshot.
We got completely hammered with the Hanson brothers.
The Hanson brothers. I love those little peripheral characters.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're a lot more fun than the stuck-up celebrities.
One of the greatest movies ever made he was in. Come on.
That Paul Newman guy. Nothing?
Nothing.
Paul Newman is the Slapshot, right?
Yeah, hang out with that Paul Newman guy.
Wow.
Wow, that was dead silence.
I'll be at the Funny Bone in Idaho coming up.
They brought their fucking toys.
All right, here's the deal. Bill Burr in studio for Jim Norton. Earl on the phone.
Oh, Earl.
We got to play the audio of Earl getting auctioned off. We got to play the audio of the girl from Sexits.com. But as we go to break, you want us to do this into break? I want to play a little Jimmy thing first. Can we do this next? He wants us to do a live read for Paisano of Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy.
Here it is. Ooh, live reads.
We're not playing the jingle, though, because it's going to mess me up.
Okay.
What, the Paisano song?
Yeah. We'll do it next time.
Okay.
Joey.
Well, but it starts off
Italian style. And we won't whack you like that Sparks Steakhouse place.
Jesus, Anthony.
What?
Joey doesn't want any association with that whatsoever.
I understand. It's a nice place to eat.
It's a great place.
Saying.
I went down there with Brother Weeze and the gang only, last weekend, Ed.
You did.
We had a great time, and the food was excellent.
Did you enjoy their huge portions that you get at Paisano of Mulberry Street, Opie?
Very huge portions, yes.
Yes. Did you you say that I sent myself and get a free glass of wine?
Well, we got a lot of things for free.
Oh.
Joey's very happy to be back on the program. I even had to call Joey and go, Joey, I didn't expect you to pay for 12 people.
Oh, wow. He actually...
Well, someone suggested that we go to one of his competitors. Let's just put it that way. And I'm like,
Really?
No way are we going to Joey's competitor. So I called up Joey. I'm like, can I get a table for 12? Thinking, maybe, unlike Frenchie, he would do something for me. But I didn't expect him to pick up the whole tab.
Picked up the whole tab.
And we had a great time. One weird thing that's going on at Paisano of Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy.
Yeah.
They're playing Christmas music.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe Joey could
Still?
call the program if he's listening live today and explain that to us.
I know at Christmas they play the Christmas music, but...
I noticed that they kept everyone very relaxed, and the waiters were getting a lot more tips. Because
wow,
people
that
got,
might be some kind of thing going on.
I think people got confused thinking it's the holiday season. People are a little more generous during the holiday season. I think they got this whole thing going on. I think they got something figured out down there.
Yeah.
Better tips if you play Christmas music.
Were they Italian Christmas songs?
Yeah, well, I finally asked... oh my God, I forgot his name. The guy at the door that always takes care of us.
Tony, Joey, Paulie. Which one?
I forgot his freaking name.
Vinny.
And he always
Vinny, that's a good one.
Nicky.
Nicky.
Mikey.
With a C.
Mikey.
With a C.
Carmine.
No.
Kamanuch.
Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name. Anyway, he explained to me that they have these mob CDs.
What?
Remember the mob CDs that came out? It's all the music from some of the mob movies and things like that.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I guess the unfortunate thing about those mob CDs, they have a couple Christmas tunes on each CD because it's like a box set or something like that.
Maybe they would had those on.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. So they're shuffling through and they can't stop the Christmas music.
Yeah.
But the rest of the music's great. Well, even the Christmas music was fun to listen to.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Down there on at Paisano on Mulberry Street. Classic candlelit restaurant. Perfect for a late-night date or romantic meal. Every single pasta on the menu now under $10. But you don't have to worry about that because you go down there, Joey foots the bill for everything. So head down there and have Joey pay for your meal at Paisano of Mulberry Street.
Up to 12.
Up to 12, right.
First 12 people get in for free.
They're open weekends till 2 a.m. Paisano of Mulberry Street, right there in the heart of Little Italy between Grand and Hester. Call them up, 212-965-1188, 965-1188, Paisano of Mulberry Street.
There you have it. As we go to break, because Norton's not here, we like to play some tracks from his CD when he's not here, just to keep him involved with the program, right? A new CD's coming out from Jim Norton. You got to go to eatabullet.com for the details on that. But from his Yellow Discipline CD, here's a fine little track called I Wish I Were Gay.
And I'm not knocking gay people. I wish I was gay. Gay guys are lucky, man. You can go out and rob banks. If you get caught and go to jail,